Hello and welcome everyone to the fourth day of play here in the first Ashes Test match at the Gabba, of course. It is currently England with a 131 run lead over the Australians, trying to set a target for the Aussies to chase. Bit of a challenge as to what that target will be and how much will Australia chase. They'll be looking to get these wickets as quickly as they can today. They'll need 7 of them. There's the first with Hamid, clean bowled. And Australia really targeting the stumps quite a lot over the last innings. Obviously difficult pitch to bowl on. Lots of extra bounce, meaning you've got to really pitch it up there. And the Yorkers so far for the Aussies have been successful. I think there's been 2 or 3 bold deliveries already in an LBW. All from those really full-length deliveries. So Ben Stokes and Ollie Pope now looking to get a move on for England. If they can get this lead up and above 200, even 250, would make for a really tricky target for the Australians. Pat Cummins, the leading wicket taker for the Aussies in this innings. He's got a couple. Josh Hazlewood has one as well. No run there. Oh, what's that come off? Is this a wicket for the Australians? He went short, Cummins. Stokes fended at it. Tried to get out of the way, and they'll choose not to review. But upon replay, it looks like this has come straight off the glove. So a missed opportunity for Australia. Ben Stokes was on 44 at the time. How many more will he go on to make? As he pulls this one away, and they'll pick up a few more. Well done by Cam Green in the deep there. Chop that off. Oh, and they've come back for a third run. This is a terrible decision. It was a run that should have never existed. Not sure who made that call for England. In the end, it's going to be Ollie Pope dismissed. Here's Cam Green in the deep. That big right arm throw. But the decision to run the third came very late, and Alex Carey had all the time in the world to whip the bails off the stumps. England 5 for 142. Jos Buttler making his way to the middle after a pretty good first innings knock. As Ben Stokes now brings up his 50 with a boundary punched straight back past the bowler. And he's hit 10 fours in that 50. So 40 of his 50 runs as the opening session comes to a weird close, because there doesn't appear to be any rain. It's only 11:46, but we finished halfway through an over. Very bizarre. Anyway, we're back out on the field now. Not sure what occurred there. Maybe lost a few overs due to some strange reasons. Oh, there's another one. Mitchell Starc. Straight through Jos Buttler, and again, another full swinging ball that hits the pegs. Starc gets Buttler for 9. He's caused headaches for the Australians in the past, and that's a massive wicket. They're into the tail now, Australia. 181, the current lead. So for Australia, they'd really be thinking, hey, can we keep this lead below 220 now? That would be a really good target to try and chase. The wicket still looks pretty good, but the Australians have bowled quite well. What's Mitchell Starc got here? Oh, he goes short. Stokes tries to pull it away. Didn't get any bat on it. Steaming in again. And he's worked this away through the onside for a boundary. Nicely pulled. Some good pictures here from our rover. Good to see some imaging of the Gabba here today. Obviously there were some technical dramas in the real world. It's about half an hour of play that you had to listen to the radio for. And that's a good shot by Wokes. He's really just helped England get this lead above 200. And Stokes and Wokes are currently just being a little bit of a painful partnership here for the Australians. Oh, and there's an edge. That lead now up above 220. We thought the Australians were going to be able to try and get that below 220, but not to be. And away again by Chris Wokes. Will he find the boundary once more? No, it's going to be a couple of runs. 200 up for England. Lead 226. Edged and through. Well, there's only 2 slips in there. So it's gone wide of them. And it's going to be more runs for Ben Stokes. Oh, and again, a lovely cover shot. No, that's not the covers, that's third man. It's cut away. Lost my words for a moment. And again, his partnership continues to build up to 246, the England lead, with that boundary by Ben Stokes. Where will the breakthrough come from for Australia? Oh, that's very close. Huge shout. And the finger goes up. Josh Hazlewood, the man who gets the breakthrough for the Aussies. I think Ben Stokes knows that this is going to be out. A very lovely delivery. He's just played maybe not the right line. It swung back in late, as you can see. And in the end, Stokes has to go for 88. LBW Hazlewood 7 for 221 England. Ollie Robinson makes his way to the middle now. Oh, that's ballooned in the air and Marnus has dived very early. Doesn't quite get the catch. So I think Ben Stokes was dropped on, what, 40-something, 44? Went on to make an 88. Or he wasn't dropped, he was not reviewed. So that was that missed chance for the Aussies. How much will that come back to haunt them? Those extra 44 runs, and possibly, you know, they could have had this innings wrapped up by now. As Wokes is continuing to find the boundary. This one away. Just going to be a couple more. Oh, they thought about the second. Oh, they're doing it now. Is this close? There was real hesitation. Oh, I think this is going to be out. Difficult to see from this angle. But you could just see a real bit of hesitation from Wokes as he was coming back for the second. He thought about it, called no, and then decided yes. And in the end, it's going to be his own undoing. So the Aussies get another run out. 8 for 236. And that England lead is up above, what is it, 260 now. So it's still going to be a very difficult chase for the Aussies. If England could get it above 300, gee, that would be something special, wouldn't it? Couple more here for Robinson. Oh, catch that. And taken. David Warner doing a very nice job there at short leg. As Mark Wood sort of just tapped it onto his pad and Warner was there ready to accept the catch. This is actually the first catch of the innings of the 9 wickets the Australians have taken. We've seen 2 runouts and 6 have been bowled or LBW. It's Mitchell Starc steaming into Jack Leach. And that's the end of the innings for England. 283. The target for Australia. And really targeting the stumps a lot in this innings. As they come from the field. Here's the scorecard. Ben Stokes, remember, on 44, he gloved it through to sort of a leg gully. Was given not out. Australia chose not to review. Went on to make 88. Hasib Hamid, the other one, with a bit of a start. He made 33. Wokes was handy as well with 37. A few other starts there amongst the top order. And the Aussie quicks, once again, getting it done. Hazlewood took 3. Cummins and Starc a couple each. Nathan Lyon, just the 1 wicket to his name. So, the target is 284 runs for Australia to win. England required 10 wickets as we head in towards the final session of play here at the Gabba on day 4. And Warner's away. Straight away, gets it away for a single. Off the mark. Oh, Marcus Harris, that's a nice little glance to the onside. It should find the boundary. Ever so slowly reaching it, but it gets there. He's got a big role to play as well today. These two openers. Oh, edged and through. Very spaced out, those slips there in the cordon for England. Warner's flashed at this one. It was wide, it was short. It's a bit of width, but not the shot to be playing early on in the innings. Shake of the head there. That's much better. Nice little single. It's more the David Warner we know. He gets this one away. Yeah, these opening pair, they've got a big role. Can they get Australia off to a really good start? A 50 partnership, 100 partnership, 150 partnership. 284, it's not an easy chase. But it's certainly doable, and these two have started brilliantly. None for 45 at the moment, the Australians. Edged, and this time taken. It went high, it almost went over the top. Bit of an awkward catch in the end. But it's Robinson who gets the wicket. Almost in the gully region. That's how far along it went. It was Dawid Malan who was able to take the catch. Australia 1 for 45. Marcus Harris gone for 14. So now very interesting last sort of 10 to 15 overs of play. If Australia get, you know, another 40, 50, 60 runs, all of a sudden they'll give themselves a really good chance to get them tomorrow. But if England can pick up another 2 or 3 wickets and really start to put the pressure on that Australian middle order, gee, it's going to be a very exciting little period. Oh, pulled and top edged in the air for a long time, but it's going to find the boundary. A little bit of luck there for David Warner. Sweeping top edge and out. Jack Leach on his second ball, able to provide the wicket England desperately wanted. It was the key man, Warner. Made 180 in the first innings, not out. He was looking the goods again in the second for 44, but he departs. Australia 2 for 70. Steve Smith joins Labuschagne out there in the middle now. He's off the mark instantly in trademark Steve Smith fashion, walking across and dabbling it. Now he's hit a top edge. So more luck for the Aussies. No run there. Just in behind it, Labuschagne. Not this time, it's an edge. And a really good catch. At about third slip, Jack Leach has 2. He's looking dangerous. I think it might have been Rory Burns diving to his right-hand side with the one mitt. And he's plucked it. Labuschagne, big wicket. He's out for 11. 3 for 81. Australia. Now Trav Head joins Steve Smith. There's a bit of work to do. Australia can't afford to lose another wicket before the end of the day's play. This was a very lovely drive through the covers. Well, that's nice too, through mid-wicket from Steve Smith and the boundary. As we said, Australia really just need to do their best to not get out. These two have really faced a lot of dot balls in the last couple of overs, just getting in behind it. See Travis Head there, 9 from 34. Smith 22 from 43. Really playing as defensive as they can as we head into the final over of the day's play. And Travis Head doesn't need to play that shot, but he gets away with the boundary. And you can see, get in behind it. That's the message. Just get in behind it. Can England snag one late wicket off the last ball of the day? Mark Wood's been charging in. He's been very good. 7.5 overs, none for 15. Last ball. And Head leaves it through to the keeper. Australia will finish the day 3 for 111. England requiring 7 more wickets for victory. Steve Smith and Travis Head in for the Australians, hoping that they can be there and chase down this 270 run total. So we see the bowling figures there for England. Jack Leach, 2 for 18 from his 7 overs. He was pretty good. Ollie Robinson taking the other wicket as well. Mark Wood also quite economical. But this is how it sits. Australia require 173 runs on day 5 for victory. England require 7 wickets. It's Steve Smith and Travis Head out in the middle for Australia. And plenty of action coming up on day 5. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys later for day 5 action from the Gabba.